here we consider a very basic statically indeterminate beam to demonstrate how this class of problems can be analyzed based on ideas of superposition. So our beam is constrained by a wall on the left and a roller on the right. It is uniformly loaded. It has constant bending stiffness EI, and our task is to calculate the deflection line V of x. Of course, this beam is not tabulated, at least not in the tables we're using. So, to address this issue, we simply say that I can think of getting to the tabulated beam by removing the roller. And so I end up with a cantilever beam. But of course, because I remove the roller, I have to put here a reaction force. And so I can think about the statically indeterminate beam as a superposition problem for a cantilever beam subjected to the original load plus the reaction force. So in order to equate these two problems, I will demand that the reaction force R is chosen such that the displacement at this point induced by the distributed load and the reaction is equal to 0, because it is actually equal to 0 in the original problem. And so this condition could be viewed as the equation for finding the reaction force. To implement this idea, let me first find the displacement due to the applied load, and it is given by this expression. Then I can analyze this case. Again, I have a table and it's given by this expression. Now let me put together these two, and I have the expression for delta. This expression just directly migrates here, and in this expression I will replace P in the table with minus R, simply because the force R is upward and the force P is downward. That's the equation for R, and I can solve it immediately, and I obtain the answer that R is equal to 3QL over 8. Now, I can think of statically indeterminate beam as a statically determined beam subjected to the distributed load and the reaction force 3QL over 8. So now I can go directly to the deflection line. So here's the table for V. Now I have a table for V due to the force, and now I can combine these two results, and that's what I get. The first term, just simply we take this expression and copy it here. The second term, instead of P, I will put minus 3QL over 8. And now all I have to do is to do minimal amount of algebra and get the answer for this problem. And that's it.